Hello everybody, Multiman37 back here with another review, this time of the deluxe Lupin Magnum from Kaito Sentai Lupinranger versus Keisat Sentai Patranger. I am really behind on reviews. I don't know what's been getting into me lately, and it's not about the whole cop thing, which I kind of found out we're all still gonna be okay, but that's a story for another time. It's just I kind of been backing myself up in a corner where I'm overdue to be reviewing things. Um, Hopefully that can stop, but whatever. I'll do the reviews whenever I'm available and all that. So, yeah. Take a look at the box, then the Magnum. So here we have the picture of the Lupin Magnum. You got the three Lupin Rangers right there, the Lupin Magnum, and in both its gun and robot mode. Got Lupin Red firing it off, the Lupin Magnum in its robot mode, the Lupin Magnum Superior. Bottom is stuff I can't read, and on the back is everything you're going to do. You even got Lupin X in the background as well. So yeah, here we have the Lupin Magnum. Now this is essentially, in the show, claimed to be one of the most powerful pieces of the Lupin collection, and it was Arsène Lupin's personal favorite piece of said collection. Its firing capability in the show is actually 10 times greater than that of the VS Changer. So yeah, it makes sense that this is a Lupinranger only weapon because Arsène Lupin claimed that this was his favorite piece of the collection. So that's why the Lupinrangers are the only ones who use it. There's no Patranger variant of this, though I have seen people made their own custom version of it. But yeah, so it's done out in mostly red with a black handle on the back, and of course it has a dial. But the dial isn't actually labeled in traditional numbers. It has symbols to sort of replicate its own system of having a numbered label sort of thing. And they are all different, though it is kind of hard to tell. You do get two blue arrows, which indicate that this is the dial's default position. This thing takes two button cell batteries, which go right there. So you just pull the tab and away you go. There's no on-off switch. And I'm going to be honest, when I first saw this, I actually didn't know this had its own robot mode. Also helped that I didn't look at the scans for this thing before I saw it in the show. Like, if you ignore the obvious hands sticking out of the gun, and what the hell is happening to my chair? If you just, like, get rid of that, then it kind of looks like a normal looking gun. The speaker is actually inside of there, but you can't see it unless it's in robot mode. So it is kind of appropriate because, sorry about that, you can't see it until it's revealed in robot mode. But by itself, you do get basic firing noises. And that's all you get. Now, there are two things you can do from here. Either put it in the VS Changer, or turn the dial so that the blue arrow is facing either here or here. Since it was first seen being used with this, I will put it in the VS Changer. It does have its own pin combination, And it even has a little button to switch up the sound effects. So you lock it in. You hit the button. You do get a slightly more powerful blasting sound effect. And this is... Basically, this turns the VS Changer into sort of a rifle, which I actually do like. It's bigger than I thought it would be, too. And it looks very nice. Now, from here, you can spin the dial up to 3 times, and for each time you spin the dial, you'll get a different attack. Okay, that... I may need to send this in to get repaired. But that was the Itadaki Do strike. And it counts the numbers in French instead of English, or even Japanese for that matter. You get the Itadaki Do strike, and I should probably actually give you a better run around of this thing. This thing is actually really impressive, and I kind of like it. And then going 3. And the standby music gets faster for every time you turn it. You get the Itadaki Do strike. There is a secret sound effect for an attack. You get the Itasama Do strike, which is more of a firework launcher. Never seen in the show, really. And the barcode... Oh, look. Essentially, the barcode used to... for the VS Changer to recognize that something is in here. What it does, and you can tell by me hitting the trigger, it disables the VS Changer's trigger, but you can still hear the sound effects of me turning the handle. So that's interesting. So yeah, now for its robot mode, and that's the sound effect it makes when you put the dial back in its standard position. For its robot mode, we turn the dial either for the blue arrow to either face the left or the right. When I pull the trigger, the legs will come down, and from there I'll unfold the arms and flip down the little loincloth piece. And there you have the Lupin Magnum. And now you can actually see where the speaker is. Design-wise, you can see a lot more vibrant colors and a lot cooler color schemes in its robot mode. With the Bandai gold and silver, the neon green, the impressive looking face sculpt. It's got a lot going for it. Posability-wise, though, legs do go up and down. You'll need to move that out of the way. The arms definitely have the most posability. But it is kind of standard. It looks very dynamic looking, though. I will give it that. Now, you'll notice there are pegs on either side of its shoulders. And that is for compatibility with other dial fighters or even trigger machines if you really want to go crazy. And basically you lift its arms so that they're facing behind it. And usually the yellow and blue dial fighters would do this. So yellow goes here. Blue goes here. And this would be known as Lupin Magnum Superior. And you can mix and match with any of the dial fighters and any of the trigger machines. They all work the same way. Posing his arms, though, will prove to be a problem because then you'll expose the hand. So you kind of want to hold it and rotate it on the joint. But then varying, the arm will get stuck in that position. But that's fine. So overall, the Lupin Magnum, while it is basic, it does have its charm and does have a lot to offer. And honestly, I do recommend picking it up. It is very fun to use, either in the VS Changer by itself or as a robot. But yeah, not much to it. So see you guys later. Take care.